Dylan, get a check of the weather. Hi, Dylan.
Good morning, guys. You're looking nice and springy this morning. I love it. Temperatures are on the upswing. We're going to slowly warm things up, but we also have our springtime thunderstorms. Today, it's mostly back through Texas into Oklahoma, into Arkansas, too. Large hail, damaging winds. Those are our biggest threats. Low tornado threat, but we can't rule it out. Now, we have a couple systems happening right now. We have this coastal storm that brought some rain to South Carolina. That'll continue to move through the Carolinas today. We also have this cold front. That's the trigger for these storms through Oklahoma, Texas, and Arkansas. Now, this is going to move eastward, bringing some of that rain and thunderstorms through Ohio, through western Pennsylvania as we get into the weekend. But we're first going to start off the day with some rain in the northeast on Saturday. It starts in the morning, then probably exits by mid-afternoon. Most of that heavier rain will fall across Long Island and southern New England. Then this cold front is going to move eastward, so that's going to bring a line of thunderstorms through the mid-Atlantic, through the northeast, and then it's all going to clear out in time for Sunday. So Sunday, the sunshine returns across the northeast. Temperatures rebound into the mid to upper 70s. So it is going to end up being a nice weekend. It's just Saturday. We could end up with several inches of rain, especially if you go up into New England. Down East Maine could end up with about 1 to 2 inches of rain. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds. For some areas, you go down south, it looks great. But actually, we just showed you all the pictures of the beaches. So let's go to a spot that's a little more landlocked. And we're taking you up into Canada, where we do have a lot of wildfires still, being out there for about 2 to 3 weeks now. Well, the wind is now out of the northwest for areas like Montana, into the Dakotas, into Wyoming, down into Nebraska. So that wind is carrying in that smoke, and it's reducing the quality of the air. So we have air quality alerts in parts of Montana, down through Nebraska, even stretching as far east as parts of Wisconsin, into parts of Minnesota, too. So if you do have asthma, or if you suffer from any sort of respiratory illnesses, you just want to stay indoors in those areas while that smoke is still in the air. We also have a chance of severe storms today right through the central plains into Kansas, into Oklahoma, where we could see some stronger storms that produce damaging winds and isolated hail. We're also looking at record high temperatures out in the Pacific Northwest, highs well up into the 80s and 90s. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window.
Story.
Yeah, so there's a question lighting up social media right now. Should adult children who live at home pay rent to their parents, which I did in 1992.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
You were a trendsetter.
Started the trend.
All right.
Yeah,
It's something that more families are wrestling with, as fully half of U.S. adults 18 to 29 live with both parents. Kaylee Hartung's here with more. Kaylee, this is a big one.
She is babysitting in lieu of paying rent in the next... Okay, full disclosure, I lived with my parents for a couple of months.
But they knew it was a couple of months.
What, you're an adult now, you have a job, chip in.
I agree.
I can help make this.
Need help.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, let's all pitch in here.
Plus, parents preach all the time, nothing's free. Nothing in the world, nothing's free. So
Thank you, Kaylee. All right, let's go outside.
It dispels every rumor, like the font, you know, wrong. Yet in reality, they ended up having to put the bike on, like, every time they used it.
Wow.
So funny. From one holiday.
Carson, that was cool. Really good.
It was hot and smoky.
Think It's Loud Inside, one of Taylor Swift's sold-out
Matters series. Carson, you're sharing a new campaign, and it's aimed at helping kids.
I mean, it was so great to meet Wyatt. Parents all the time, because the Today Show, they always say, like, what's the biggest question for teens is, like, what too?
Cool.
I want to
So
literally
if you're a teen
share
and you're struggling,
this conversation.
hang in there.
Me too.
Hang in there. You got this.
And I think a lot of people do ask them.
Teenagers look at Instagram. Oh, but everybody's life is so perfect. You're doing just fine as you are.
You got this.
Coming up next, guys, Dr. Azar is here. She's got some.
This is called Jet Set Today. The unofficial start to summer is next weekend.
That is crazy. According to
A deal on a getaway. Scan the QR code for more information.
And we have travel expert Dreyer, obviously, for some unexpected turbulence, while traveling this summer. But let's talk about how you can avoid the travel disruptions. The last thing you want to do is have your access it without Wi-Fi.
So you're not looking for things. Okay, so let's get right into some beach vacations here. It's not too late to book, you say.
It's not too late to book
Been to the DR.
through Sunday.
I've been to the DR. It's cool.
there were some people from the DR out on the plaza earlier.
Oh, that's right.
They're like, I don't need that. But everybody else does.
We all do, right?
Yep.
Code today15, and you can save on this hotel as well.
Okay.
As someone of Dutch heritage, this is
$89 a night.
Can we squeeze in one more?
Yes.
Okay, let's say Memorial Day, which is coming up. You say there's still time, even for that.
I found a last-minute deal for you.
14 minutes.
That's good. Let's go.
Through Sunday, you can get that. You can get these deals.
Davey, thank you.
That
To
was
learn
great.
more about these destinations and book your stay, scan the QR code below or head to today.com/jetsettoday. We should mention Today earns a commission on purchases made through the segment, which solely features trips and experiences found on Expedia.
Coming up, guys, Joy Bauer is here.